Hey everyone, welcome to Art Studio 320. My name is Melanie. This week's project is an end table. I don't have a clue yet, so stick around. All right, the time has come for me to pick my color palette for this little end table, and I really want to do something fun, something different, and I'm thinking mid-century modern graphics. They are very fun, whimsical graphics, and I want to have some fun with them. Sometimes I put them in my mandalas when I'm drawing, and now I want to put them on a piece of furniture. So here we go. This is what I've narrowed it down to. Now, that's a lot of paint, and I won't be using all of it. All right, so we've got a yellow and a green, and we have a little bit of this wallflower pink, and I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough, and I don't even know if it's dried out. I haven't even opened it yet. But if it is, I have more cranberry from Fusion that I can add white to and a little yellow and probably come up with that. So I'm not worried about that. I am going to need coal black because the graphics are really drawn out or painted in black, and then the colors are added to the graphics. So we'll put that there. Now this I may use as is, or I might lighten it up a little. Haven't decided yet. And this is Midnight Blue. Well, this is actually not Midnight Blue. This is Midnight Blue. I mixed this. I may lighten this up a little bit and use that, but we'll go with making a tint of the Midnight Blue. And I believe this is a close match to this as far as a tint, but we'll see. I may use this anyway. And then I have this blue. It's called Harbor, so I may use that. In fact, I think I will, because that's a really cool color. All right, so I have these, and I might use, this is a very, very light blue. I might use that as well. All right, let's get going. Now that I've picked my color palette, it's time for the next step. And the next step in my process is always paint before stain. And in this case, it's going to be drawing out my design, paint, and then I will stain when I'm all done with that. So paint before stain, the reason I do that is because it is easier to get stain off of paint. If it's an oil-based stain, it's much easier. You just use a little mineral spirits. If it's paint on a stained area, it's a little trickier. Yes, you can get it off. It doesn't really come off with mineral spirits. It does come off with soap and water if you get it right away or close to being right away, but you're usually going to have to sand. So that takes you back to one of the first steps, and you don't really want to do that. So why not paint first, stain second, and just wipe the stain off of the painted areas. It's much easier. I am going to work on my design now, and I'm going to kind of let you in on a little bit of that. I've talked in the past about balance and design. A symmetrical design is okay. In fact, I use them a lot. But a more interesting design would be asymmetrical. Still balanced, but asymmetrical, meaning if you cut out the design down the middle, it would not be the same on both sides. Whereas if you cut your symmetrical design in half, it's going to be the same on both sides. An asymmetrical design keeps your eye moving. That is the sign of a good design. You don't want anyone to get fixed on one portion of your design. You want it to move around. So I want to create a design that's balanced, but it keeps your eye moving and is asymmetrical. The drawers, I'll do something a little more simplistic, but there will still be something there. Now, the thing about this table is there are solid sides all of the way around, not just two sides. On the back, there's even a bigger space for design. I'm going to grab a pencil. I will try and show you as much as I can, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm going to start thinking here how I want the top to look. This is my canvas. On the internet, if you were to type in mid-century modern graphics, all sorts of things would come up. It's my jumping off point. I'm not going to copy them. I'm going to tweak them a little bit to make them mine, but you will probably recognize them as they are mid-century modern graphics. I don't think I want a ton of different things going on here. I want my eye to move through the whole thing. So I think what I'm going to do is something up here and then maybe balance it here with two other things. Let's see where we go. Now, last night I was thinking of diamonds, and I was thinking of kind of a weird starburst that I use a lot in my mandalas. If I were to do kind of a funky diamond, let's see, if we do kind of like, you're probably not going to be able to see this very well. I think you can see that. That's kind of a squeezed diamond. I think I'm going to do some overlapping. I don't want to be painting around things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it out, I think, but I'm going to have it overlap. Is that how I want to do it? Okay, let's see. I'm not drawing real dark. The idea here is to keep it whimsical, so you don't necessarily need straight lines. So I'm going to make this one like this, like this, and like this. And that's kind of squished. So I've got 3 here and 2 here, and that's balanced. But I think I want something coming like this. And I'm thinking some stacked shapes, perhaps. So I like this idea here, but I'm not copying it. I'm just kind of taking ideas. I like the idea of overlapping squares or rectangles or circles, whatever. So these are sort of accent pieces then. So how do I do that? I think I would do it like this. I'm going to round the edges. And then I can kind of do let's see, rounded, and then have one going this way, like that, and then have another rounded, like that, kind of connecting them. So then I'm going to have it go this way, still move it up this way. So I don't want it to drop too much. I want it kind of snaking down. So I'm going to bring it out here a little bit. And then, so these aren't overlapping like I thought I was going to do, but this kind of took over. So maybe I will overlap the smaller ones. All right, let's get this little ditty in place. So I think I'm going to make this one a little smaller. Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to paint the edges and the legs and the drawers. We'll go with this and then see what we're going to do on the side. Probably variations of this. We'll see. was fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing my creative process, and I hope it inspires you to go out and get a piece of furniture and just have fun with it. It's always fun to try something new, and if you haven't tried painting on a piece of furniture like this, go ahead and try it. I did that in real time. I didn't plan that out ahead of time. I wanted you to see what I go through in my head a little bit. I know you weren't in my head, but I tried to show you a little bit about how I work it out and a little bit about design. Thank you for being here. Good luck on your next project, and I'll see you next time.
You can do it.
If you had a glimpse inside my head, you'd know I'm different than you. What works for you might not work for me, 'cause that's our solid ground. I'll build a life that helps me thrive. I hope you're doing the same. Through my eyes I see different than you. Together we open new worlds. Different eyes lead to new heights, new views. Together we color the world. Discovering self to
Hey, thanks for watching my video. You can find more videos just like this on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe.